Welcome back, weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're having an amazing start to your day, end of your day, middle of your day. I know I've had a lot of requests to do some dip powder with gel for all the dip flu sufferers that use gel products. So that's what we're going to do today. Today's going to be kind of an action-packed video. We're going to do dip with gel. I'm going to show you how to do an ombre with gel. We're going to do a little ghosty nail art later. And I'm also going to include a little bit of my filing routine. So if you want to see that, stick around. So we're going to get into basic gel application, but I do want to talk about gel allergies for a little bit because I know that there are a lot of people that have gel allergies or are terrified of gel allergies, and I get it. I am one of you. I don't have the gel allergy, but I really don't want them. So I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how you can hopefully avoid a gel allergy situation. The first thing is I feel like we should talk about what can cause a gel allergy. And the number one cause of gel allergies is product on your skin. You want to avoid touching your skin with gel products. That can cause something called contact dermatitis over time, which can lead to the gel allergy. So when you're using any type of gel, be it gel polish, builder gel, poly gel, anything with gel in it that needs to be cured, you want to make sure you are not touching your skin whatsoever. If you happen to get a little smidge of gel on your skin, you want to make sure you clean it off as soon as possible before you cure. Another tip is pouring over your dip powder. And I know that doesn't sound like it makes sense, but I'll make it make sense right now. So when you dip your finger into powder, especially when you're using gel liquids, the powder can actually push the gel in a direction. And if you're pushing your nail down, that's going to push the gel up, which can go into your skin near your cuticle area. And again, that's going to cause two things, actually. One, that can cause the gel allergies, but can also cause your product to be in your cuticle area, which can cause lifting later, and no one wants that anyway. So my best advice for using the gel method is to pour over your dip powder. That'll prevent your gel from moving around, getting on your skin, getting in your cuticle area, and just make your application much cleaner. So as you see, I am dusting off excess after I cure. Here's another tip to avoid gel allergy for you. Cure for more than you're supposed to. Typically, you want to cure gel base coat for about 30 seconds, and this depends on your lamp, which we'll get into here in a minute. But I like to cure my gel for double the cure time. You can't really over cure gel at all. So if the recommendation is 30 seconds, I'm going to cure for 60. I may even go longer if I'm using a dip powder with gel because it can take longer for those lights to penetrate down through the dip powder into the gel. So you want to make sure you're curing your stuff completely. Let's talk about gel lamps for a minute. You definitely want a 48 watt or higher gel lamp. If you're looking for a good gel lamp, check out my Amazon storefront down below. I have a bunch of great gel lamps that I have used and loved and would highly recommend. I have a bunch of gel products down there too. If you're looking for good ones, I'm using the Modelones, gel base and gel top in this manicure, which I love. We're going to talk about HEMA-free too here in a little bit, but I'm going to tell you what I'm doing real quick. I'm going to do a dip powder ombre using gel, but I want to build up my base first, and then we'll put the ombre on later. So that's what I'm doing right now. Everything will be linked down below, the colors that I'm using, the products I'm using, all that fun stuff. But I really wanted to get into the gel allergy things and stuff. So let's talk about HEMA for a hot sec. HEMA is one of the ingredients that's commonly found in gel products and can cause allergies. But there are other products that don't involve HEMA that can also cause gel allergies. So just because something may say HEMA-free on it does not mean you are safe from ever getting a gel allergy. Just because it's HEMA-free doesn't mean you're safe. So even if you're using HEMA-free, 9-free, 21-free, whatever free it is, you still want to exercise caution so you don't become allergic to one of the ingredients in your gel product, because once you develop an allergy, you're not getting rid of it. You're always going to be allergic. And I know if you're anything like me, you probably have a ton of product. You've invested money in this hobby that can be a little expensive depending on how crazy you go here and there. But you don't want to purchase all these products only to not be able to use them later. So I am not trying to nag you, I promise. I just want to make sure that you're doing right by yourself, you're taking care of you, and you're making smart choices when it comes to your nail products. So we're going to get into an ombre here, and I just want to tell you what I'm doing, and then we'll talk more about gels and HEMA and all that fun stuff still. Is this fun? I don't know. But ombre. Okay, so I went ahead and got my base done. I did 2 full coats of the Pina Colada by Revel. Now what I'm going to do is what I call a gel press ombre. I'm going to do a coat of gel base on each of the nails. I'm only going to flash cure it for about 10 seconds or so, and then I'm going to press the orange pigment into the free edge. After I press in the orange pigment, I am going to cure the rest of the way to make sure the gel is completely cured, because uncured gel is another cause of contact dermatitis that can lead to gel allergies. You want to make sure you're curing everything completely. That means do not skip steps. You want to make sure your gel is completely cured. Did I say that enough? Your gel has to be cured. Cure your gel. Okay, so I'm going to press the pigment in. I'm using a eyeshadow brush from Wet n Wild. You guys have seen me use this brush a million times. If you haven't, if you're new here, hi, I'm Marlakris. I typically don't nag my subscribers, but I do want to educate and make sure that you're getting good information. So thank you for watching and putting up with me during this video. If you're a nail tech, if you are a professionally trained nail technician, which I am not, by the way, I'm a DIYer, please weigh in down below and provide a little more insight from a professional standpoint to everyone who is watching this video. I very much appreciate it. And let me know down below if you have suffered with gel allergies and maybe what that journey has been like for you. I would love to hear your story about it. So after I finish pressing the pigment and I cure again, so my gel is completely cured, I'm going to dust off excess and repeat the process. And that's all for the gel ombre. This is one of the easiest ombres ever. Of all the ombres I've ever done, the gel press ombre for me is the most simple. You can do the same exact thing essentially with dip liquids if you wanted to. I would suggest using the scrub method. I did a video recently on how to do the scrub method with dip liquid, so I'll leave that up in the cards in case you want to check it out. And totally off topic, but it just kind of dropped into my mind. I've had a lot of questions on gel videos about activator, because typically when you're doing dip powder nails with dip liquids, you have to activate, and that's what hardens your dip base and your dip powder to file, right? But with the gel method, you're kind of replacing the activator with your gel lamp. So the gel lamp cures your gel as your activator hardens your dip base. So you do not need activator at all if you are using gel liquids. So I'm going to finish up this second round of ombre, and then I'm going to tell you how I like to encapsulate these. So at this point, you would encapsulate with your dip base and your clear dip powder. However, any type of sheer dip powder, whether it's clear or a sheer pink, like a French pink, sheer colors do not play very well with gel liquids. They don't dissolve, and then they can look grainy or cloudy. So instead of using clear dip powder, what I like to do is apply a coat of gel base, cure that for 30 seconds at least. 60 is better. And then once that's cured, I'll go over it with a coat of gel top coat, fully cure that, 1 minute to 2 minutes. and then I file and buff over that. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of my filing routine and introduce you to a new e-file from Melody Susie. How beautiful is this e-file? Can you even? I cannot. This might be the most beautiful e-file I have literally ever seen in my whole entire life. I will make sure to leave all the info down below. And thank you to Melody Susie for sending this e-file over and sponsoring a portion of this video. I could not be more in love with this e-file. It's got everything that your e-file should have. It's got your battery input, it's got your input for your handpiece, forward and reverse, 35,000 RPM. It's super sleek, super quiet, super portable, and it's gorgeous. What? Literally most beautiful e-file I've ever seen in my whole entire life. So I'm gonna demo it a little bit for you and show you how I like to use it. And now these nails did not need a whole lot of filing at all. I really appreciate that about the gel method. I typically do not need a whole lot of filing because as long as you're putting your gel on nice and even and thin, you should have a really even application. But I'm gonna show you how I file and shape these up. First thing I'm gonna do is grab a hand file, and this is going to bring my shape back to the way it was before I laid down my gel and my dip powder. I'm going to take this on the sidewalls, clean up my sides, clean up my free edge, and then we're going to do a little bit of cuticle work. So for my cuticle area, I like to use a really skinny, slim nail file, and I get right in between my skin and that product and round out that cuticle area, make it nice and even. And this will create a little bit of a ledge in the back of the nail, but that's what we're gonna use the e-file for. We're gonna make sure that is nice and blended and smooth, and then I'm gonna smooth out the entire nail. I'm using a mandrel bit with a fine grit sanding band from Melody Susie. I'll make sure I have everything linked down below for you guys, but this is going to give the nail the nicest curve on top, blend everything together, make it look seamless. And if you're wondering what speed I have the drill on, it's at about 8,000 RPM. I'm in forward motion because I'm using my right hand. I use forward with my right hand and reverse with my left hand, pulling towards me. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the entire hand, and then we're going to do a little nail art. So I finished up the hand, I went and washed my hands, got all the dust off, and now we're ready for a little bit of nail art. Now, what I like to do before I do any kind of nail art over dip powder, well, not all the time. In this case, however, I will be doing a gel base coat over all of the nails. I just find sometimes that helps my gel polish to not absorb into the acrylic, because that can happen. Acrylic is porous. So I'm going to do a gel base coat, give that a full cure, and then we're going to do some cute little ghosties. And then I'm going to show you my absolute hands down favorite matte gel top coat. Oh my God, wait till you guys see it. So I'm going to grab some white gel polish. This one is from Double Dip. I'm going to put it on my palette here, and I'm going to take my liner brush. I'm going to make what look like to me. Y'all, I've been giggling over these ghosties for 2 days now. I'm still wearing the manicure. I did this set yesterday. I was going for wispy ghosts, kind of. I think they look kind of like sperm. We're going to call them sperm ghosties. It's what they are. Please don't demonetize me, YouTube. Anyway, just going to get a rough outline of these ghosties. I'm going to fill them in. I'm going to do this on all of the nails, and then we're going to do 2 dots for the eyes and 1 larger dot for the ghosty mouth. Are they questionable? A little bit, maybe. Maybe it's my brain. I don't know. I've been single a long time. It's me. I know it's me. I'm going to use a dotting tool to do the eyes and the mouth. Super simple. I am curing everything in between. I cured the white for a full minute. I'm going to cure the black dots for a full minute. And then I'm going to do a gel base over this. I know. It's a lot of gel base coats. These are not thick nails. I'm going to show you everything here in a little bit. But I want to do a gel base first before I do a matte top coat, because matte top coat can do a really great job of showing off imperfection, and I want to make sure the nails are as smooth as possible. So I'm going to do gel base, give that a full cure, and then we're going to do the matte gel top from Dipalicious, and wait till you see how flat matte these are. Y'all just wait. So after a full cure, here is what the nails look like. They're super matte. I absolutely adore this set. My little sperm ghosties are the cutest little things ever. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you learned something. If you did, give me a thumbs up so I know you did, and let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for spending a little bit of your time with me today. That makes my heart smile so big. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.